The 2019 India-Pakistan standoff was a stark reminder of the volatile relationship between these nuclear-armed neighbors. It was a dangerous escalation that pushed the two countries to the brink of war. The crisis was triggered by a suicide bombing in Indian-administered Kashmir, claimed by a Pakistan-based militant group. This event ignited a chain reaction, leading to military action and pushing the region into a state of high alert. The standoff was significant, not just for its military dimensions, but also for its geopolitical implications. The crisis drew international attention and raised concerns about a potential nuclear conflict. It underscored the fragility of peace in South Asia and the challenges in managing the long-standing conflict over Kashmir. The events of 2019 served as a wake-up call for the international community, highlighting the need for diplomatic engagement and conflict resolution in the region. The 2019 crisis was not an isolated incident, but rather a chapter in the long and tumultuous history of India-Pakistan relations. The two countries have fought 3 major wars since their independence in 1947, and numerous smaller conflicts and skirmishes have erupted over the years. The Kashmir dispute lies at the heart of their rivalry, with both countries claiming the region in its entirety. The unresolved dispute has fueled mistrust, animosity, and an arms race, making any escalation extremely dangerous. Understanding the 2019 standoff requires delving into the historical baggage, the complex interplay of domestic and international factors, and the motivations of the key actors involved. This essay will explore the events leading up to the standoff, the key turning points, and the aftermath. It will also analyze the implications of the crisis for India-Pakistan relations, regional stability, and the broader international order. The road to the 2019 standoff was paved with rising tensions and a series of events that created a tinderbox-like atmosphere. Tensions were already high due to regular ceasefire violations along the line of control LOC, the de facto border dividing Kashmir. Both countries accused each other of supporting cross-border terrorism and infiltration, further deepening the mistrust. The situation took a dramatic turn on February 14, 2019, when a suicide bomber rammed an explosive-laden vehicle into an Indian security convoy in Pulvema, Indian-administered Kashmir. The attack, which killed 40 Indian paramilitary personnel, was claimed by Jaish-e-Mohammed, JEM, a Pakistan-based militant group. India blamed Pakistan for providing safe haven to the group and vowed a strong response. Pakistan denied any involvement in the attack and called for dialogue to de-escalate the situation. However, India's calls for action against JEM and its leader, Masood Azhar, found support from major international powers. The United States, France, and the United Kingdom pushed for a UN Security Council resolution to designate Azhar as a global terrorist, a move long resisted by China. The pressure on Pakistan mounted as India launched diplomatic efforts to isolate its neighbor. India withdrew Most Favored Nation (MFN) status from Pakistan and threatened to cut off water flow from the Indus River, a lifeline for Pakistan's agriculture. The international community urged restraint, fearing a dangerous escalation of the conflict. The situation escalated rapidly on February 26, 2019, when India launched airstrikes against what it claimed was a JEM training camp in Balakot, Pakistan. India claimed that the strikes were preemptive and targeted a terrorist facility, while Pakistan denied any casualties or damage. The next day, Pakistan retaliated with airstrikes in Indian-administered Kashmir, leading to aerial engagements between the two air forces. The aerial confrontation resulted in the downing of an Indian fighter jet and the capture of its pilot, Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman, by Pakistani forces. This incident further heightened tensions, with both sides scrambling their fighter jets and deploying troops along the border. The risk of a full-blown war loomed large. International pressure intensified to prevent the crisis from spiraling out of control. The United States, China, Russia, and other major powers urged both sides to exercise restraint and engage in dialogue. Mediation efforts gained momentum, with the United Arab Emirates playing a key role in facilitating communication between India and Pakistan. In a surprise move on March 1, 2019, Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan announced the release of Wing Commander Abhinandan as a gesture of peace. The pilot's return to India was met with jubilation and was seen as a significant step towards de-escalation. However, tensions remained high, and the situation on the ground remained volatile. The 2019 standoff had a profound impact on India-Pakistan relations, regional stability, and the international community's approach to the Kashmir conflict. The crisis underscored the deep-seated mistrust and animosity between the two countries and the ever-present danger of escalation in a nuclear environment. Following the standoff, India and Pakistan took steps to reduce tensions along the line of control. Ceasefire violations decreased, and both sides engaged in back-channel diplomacy. However, the underlying issues remained unresolved, and the trust deficit persisted. The international community, particularly the United States, played a crucial role in preventing a wider conflict. The crisis highlighted the importance of third-party mediation and the need for sustained diplomatic engagement to address the root causes of the India-Pakistan conflict. The 2019 standoff also had significant implications for the Kashmir conflict. The crisis brought the issue back into the international spotlight and underscored the human cost of the long-standing dispute. It also highlighted the limitations of the international community's approach to resolving the conflict. The 2019 India-Pakistan standoff cast a long shadow over the region. The crisis served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in South Asia and the ever-present risk of conflict between nuclear-armed neighbors. The standoff had a lasting impact on the India-Pakistan relationship, reinforcing existing narratives of mistrust and hostility. It also highlighted the challenges of dialogue and diplomacy in a climate of deep suspicion. The crisis underscored the need for a renewed international effort to address the Kashmir conflict. It highlighted the limitations of the existing framework for conflict resolution and the need for fresh perspectives and approaches. The 2019 standoff serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of escalation and the importance of dialogue and diplomacy in managing complex international disputes. It is a reminder that the path to peace in South Asia remains long and arduous, requiring sustained effort and a commitment to peaceful coexistence.